All right, part three. So that's all it is. Hey, if it means like I'm pissing people off, well, if I seem like a runt or a schmuck, I'm calling out people like, "Oh, I'll drum against you and you suck." It's a long time that I've been keeping my mouth like, okay. And I'm like, well, you know what? You're bullshit. I don't know what the hell I did to offend so many people for so long a time, to include my own family, to end up divorced twice, to end up with my son not having any friends outside of his school time. How much fucking time can I put in like this? And forgive my French. It's a rated PG, rated R video blog entry. I'm not a public servant. I don't have any intention to feel like I'm betraying the Catholic Church and my beliefs and my family and my political affiliation with the party, and everybody's going to jump on me and fire me. You know what? You haven't given me a day job. A job. I want, to even fear the repercussions. The only thing I got now is like, I'm not a mole person living under the bridge. I should be grateful for that. But I'm killing myself eating incorrectly, sitting around, going to bed at night alone for way too long. In peak years that I got left, post neck surgery, post carpal tunnel, with an 11-year-old boy who's totally capable of having friendship. What's going on? And as far as joining everybody's dance, I'm not against anybody. Matter of fact, I got a lot of answers. I may be resisting what appears to be like swimming in a pool. You can't breathe in the water, and you only go so far between breaths, and it's hard. But it's making me stronger, and I'm coming up with some ideas, and I don't know if it's going to be good music or what, but I'm totally strong enough to do something with my life right now, and I got to make up my decision where it's going to be and how I'm going to go further with it. Nothing violent. I hear too much negativity, though, on the radio, local morning shows, and politics and shit. You know what? There's so many people doing so much screwy things. I am barely standing here in front of God in this camera right now. I'm barely standing here holding on to my wits, going, you didn't do that one thing worse than you did already. That God gives you the ability to not get a federal marshal come in here and take you out by your ankles, feet first, through that fucking door. You're lucky every day that doesn't happen, Don't fucking waste today. And get involved. But a guy in my position, I don't have any place to go. I'm not going to coach no Little League. I'm not going anywhere. Nobody's going to work with me. And over time, I'm saying to myself, if you don't create a niche for yourself, you're already done. You're already done. You might as well just say you're done. There's a toe tag waiting for you. That's it. You're done. You had your chance. You were married. You had your family. You had your time. You used to be a drummer. When I was recovering from my neck surgery, that was what I thought. I thought I used to be a drummer. I used to be a musician. I used to be all these years, and I can't be that guy anymore. And I was starting to let go, and it was starting to drive me crazy, and it was killing me. And I didn't do anything other than I basically let myself get. I kept making music, but I was getting very wishy-washy about what were my priorities at that point. What I'm finding myself to be right now is I'm just trying to say, look, the world's in a position that it is. There's supposed to be this recession, hard times for everybody. It doesn't matter if I agree with a war or not. You know what I agree with? I agree with every day I woke up and I didn't get anybody to kiss me goodnight on the cheek. You know what I mean? That I didn't get to kiss nobody goodnight. That's my war. And if you think I'm just a spoiled schmuck, well, you know what? You're wrong. You're wrong. All right, so this was for Mark, Big Apple, everybody. I got nothing but love for everybody here, But Bob, no, I'm not drinking, and that would be typical Bob answer. And my condolences to the Michelini family for Mitch, getting his heart attack or what at 50, whatever he was. He was young. He was under 50. Makes me wake up and think about the whole story, And no, I'm not better than Kelly or anybody out there as a drummer and all that shit. No, they could clean my fucking clock if they wanted to. But they're not the only show in town. Dave, Kelly, all these guys out here, they're not the only fucking show. You forgot Austin, who you've known since somewhere. You didn't want to know him, didn't like him, but you knew of him. I could call Kelly out. Remember when you sold Steve Gadd my K hi-hats the day he came to town with Chuck Mangione at the Stanley? And I gave you $50 in my frickin' 15-inch A Zildjian hi-hats. Remember that? And you gave it to Steve Gadd when he walked in the store before the show at the Stanley with the Chuck Is Back tour. And I was pissed off at you, and you said, well, just, here's your money back, and here's your hi-hats. Get the hell out of here. And that was the last time you talked to me because you thought I was a fruitcake from that point. Before that, when I was 16. And you were in your hair bands? Who gives a shit, Kelly? I thought we were better than that by now. We're not. And that's what I was addressing. That's what I was addressing. I was addressing reality. The reality that seems to be the only thing that's stopping me from fucking doing a goddamn thing in the city of Utica, New York with the people I grew up with and who knew of me for the past 25 fucking years. Whatever the fuck it's been. It's been that long. It's been a long time. I've been a young kid. I was out there. 16 years old, and I haven't always been in town. No, I joined the Army, and I came back, and I went to New York, and I came back. I figured if I'm going to be the anti-hero and people are going to kind of like piss on my shoes, well, that's the gutter I come from. That's the kind of shit I got to come up from. That old money. They don't like new money, and I got no money. So, I'm thinking to myself, well, I have looked like a fruitcake. I have looked like a desperate act and a crazy person. And I've been afraid of my own shadow to say anything out loud for a number of years. And the fact is that we ain't going to get anywhere. I guess everybody says, fuck me. Fuck Austin. We don't need that guy. He never should have been here. He should have never came back. You're not the only show in town.